Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Welcome, foolish mortals. Thanks so much for being here, guys. We appreciate you. So great of you to come and spend a little time with us on a Tuesday night. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Mandy Adams. Yes, riding the mine train at night is really great. Also, Mandy, I highly recommend riding Slinky Dog at night.
Hmm.
That's another good one.
Yeah, it is.
Big Disney fan, BDF. Welcome. And I answered your IG message, Keith. Francisco, always good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for
Cameron,
being here.
welcome back. Good to see you. Kevin, Theme Park Adventure, appreciate you being here, buddy. Kevin is on the West Coast. He's a Disneylander.
Neat.
Stacy Rogers, glad you made it. Glad you made it, my friend. Mandy Adams, of course, is here. Jonathan Chung, hey, good to see you.
See you, Jonathan.
Yeah. Let's see. Did I already say hello to you, Francisco? I think I did.
Yep.
Maybe I did. But Francisco deserves two hellos, actually. So hello again, Francisco. So good to see you guys in the chat. Dean, there you are, Dean. In the chat, Dean had a hurricane party for
Nice.
he had a gobble-tastic hurricane party. Y'all be on Team Replay for that if you haven't seen his live stream. And we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight, guys. Florida is bracing for a hurricane. Of course, we hope that it dissipates some. And guys, let me put some of this up on the screen. I've been going through and haven't been putting anything up on the screen. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight and our Disney plans. And yes, we do still have Disney plans.
Yeah.
But what have you been up to? Pretty good week.
Just pretty busy these days. But things are going well. Just like I said, busy. So just trying to keep treading water.
Right. Well, that's yeah. I mean, that's what we're doing, and that may be literally what they're doing in Florida.
Yeah.
I really hope not, but we'll see. We'll see. Thanks, y'all. Thank you, Stacy, so much, y'all, for greeting my sisters, Joy and Susan. That's very kind of you. They appreciate it too. They told me to tell you that they do appreciate it. Y'all are sweet to do that. Tina, welcome. Yeah, we appreciate you, Dean. And do you have all of the turkey legs protected from the hurricane? That is information that we need. And Miss Najuma, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate. Always good to see you. Appreciate you being here. And let's see. I think I've gotten everybody in the chat and maybe caught up. Gosh, thanks so much. Y'all are really chatting tonight. But yeah, Dean, we need to know that the turkey legs are safe. Like, do you have a cache that you've, with like a lockbox or something? Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Stacy says, did Will work on his homework? I'm not entirely sure what that was.
Oh man, William, you're usually better than that with homework.
Yeah. Not entirely sure what that was. Yeah, it's just been very, very busy for me as of late.
Oh.
No, thank you, Dean. Yeah.
Very sweet.
Opening stuff. Yeah. I was kind of waiting to get trimmed up a little bit before shooting, a short or an unboxing, and so I've since gotten haircut and trimmed the beard back a little bit.
Welcome.
And so I'll look to do some sort of short or unboxing, hopefully sometime soon, with one of my various options I have to pick from.
Various options.
Yeah.
Various options.
Welcome in, Amy. Great to see you. Amy AGC.
That's the only spoiler we're going to get. Okay, so Stacy says, no, he didn't open any of the stockpile.
No, I did not. I'm still hoarding it all like a dragon.
It's still... It is still there, Stacy. It's still there. I don't know what y'all could do about this. Last week in the chat, I'll have to say, with all of that all those demands in the chat for him to open something last week. I thought that it was going to be like pitchforks and torches, next. So I'm really glad that he went and yes, last week he opened something, guys. He opened that brand new Cincy Walt Disney World Cinderella Castle for the 50th that Cincy has put out. They are gorgeous. I don't have mine yet, but gosh, so he opened that. If you want to see him open something, he did open something last week. He did open something last week. Yes. So okay, let's just kind of hop right into this, guys. We've got quite a bit to cover tonight. Not the least of which, of course, is the hurricane that is approaching Florida. So let me do this day in Disney history, and then we'll jump in and kind of talk about my trip, my upcoming trip, and what we're thinking on that. 1972, happy 50th birthday to actress Gwyneth Paltrow. She was born on this day in Los Angeles, California. Her Disney Touchstone Hollywood Pictures credits include, The Avengers, The Royal Tenenbaums, got Iron Man 3, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. So happy 50th to Gwyneth Paltrow. That's a milestone birthday. She, of course, played Pepper in the Avengers movies, which
and
interest.
Really that first Avengers movie, I think there's like Assembling a Universe or something like that. I can't remember. There's a some sort of special related to the MCU on Disney Plus. I can't remember. I think it might be that one.
Okay.
And anyway, basically, it talks about the main reason that Gwyneth Paltrow did the first Iron Man movie was as a favor, pretty much basically a favor to Jon Favreau. And then also, too, she really wanted to work with Robert Downey Jr. And so that's really the only, like, her two motivations for doing that first Iron Man movie.
Right.
And then, of course, she went on to do all three of the Iron Man movies, plus, cameo appearances and other movies. So,
she was really excellent in the role of Pepper. I'm glad, and I'm sure that she's glad that she didn't pass that up, because it has been the Avengers movies are so iconic now, and it makes her part of the MCU. So we're glad she decided to do that. 1981, the Milwaukee Journal reports Disney World set for 10th birthday. The following Thursday, Disney World will start its 10cennial, a year-long series of special events that will culminate with the opening of the $800 million Epcot Center on October 1st, 1982. So Epcot, guys, is about to celebrate its 40th. And that's going to be, there's going to be a lot of merch and, probably treats and, hoopla over that. So that's exciting. And we look forward to another Disney celebration. 2001, at a rally at Chicago O'Hare International Airport to announce new measures for airline safety since the September 11th terrorist attacks, United States President George Bush urges citizens to, quote, fly and enjoy America's great destination spots. Go down to Disney World in Florida. Take your families and enjoy life the way we want it to be enjoyed. So I thought that he mentioned in that speech, he mentioned Disney World in particular. Disney World is, of course, the number one vacation spot in the world. So 2014, the Studio Backlot Tour, an attraction. You guys remember the Backlot Tour at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and it was actually Disney MGM, I think, at the time. And the Walt Disney World Resort closed. RIP Backlot Tour. It had been open since the park's debut on May the 1st, 1989, when the park was called Disney MGM Studios. It was a combination of a walking and tram tour of the backlot area. The first incarnation tour was far longer and it had more, it was more elaborate than the final version. Now, I know I did that. I don't think I did the older version that was more, I barely remember
Yeah,
actually taking that backlot tour. Do you remember it, William, at
I
all?
do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah. I loved it. I thought, it was
That's really
something
neat.
different.
They took you out to, what is it, that disaster thing? I can't remember what it was, what that little area was called, but it's they did basically some movie magic, um,
Yeah.
where they had like some
Movie
fire, and
sets.
yeah, they had some, like,
Yeah.
at one point you came into that, I can't remember what it was called, some sort of
It's like a
area that,
disaster movie
yeah,
set, kind of,
and
like a
like,
disaster
there's some
movie set.
fire and some water, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
shifting and
that's cool.
stuff, and so yeah, it was really neat.
It
Um,
was neat.
I remember seeing Herbie, the car,
Yes.
the love bug.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are just a very few things that stand out to me. It's kind of funny that whole area's all gone now.
It is. Yeah.
I can remember the Honey I Shrunk the Kids playground.
Mm-hmm.
And also remember the Honey I Shrunk the Kids kind of, I don't know if it's 3D or 4D or what it was.
Oh, hey.
But I remember,
Welcome in, Danny.
going in and seeing that show as well.
Oh, and John. Welcome in.
It's interesting how much the parks have changed over the last.
It really is that they
just
have
few
changed
years
over the
even.
years.
Mhm.
I miss those pieces in particular because uh, the backlot tour was really a part of Disney Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I hate to see them get away from that first idea of what Hollywood Studios was to be when it was Disney MGM. It was heavily movie oriented, as it should be. You had the Great Movie Ride, you had the backlot tour, the Streets of America. Remember the Streets of America? And so I hope they don't completely get away from that. Those are two big things that they've eliminated that hearkened, to the theme of Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, and I've kind of seen, chatter over time of, will they potentially rename it at some point? Since they have kind of gone a different direction away from that. I mean, granted, you still have the Indiana Jones stunt spectacular, and they, do some kind of movie magic style, things in that show.
Right.
And I mean, you have,
true.
you've got, some of their other intellectual property, like, Star Wars and things of that nature. And so, yeah, it is interesting to think back about how much the parks have changed over the years. But anyway, oh yeah, I was going to mention, Danny had said, "Do I see Will with the Bears hat and a Titans cup?" Yes, I've got several Tervises of different teams, and I've got, just happened to be drinking out of the Tennessee Titans one today. Like lots of different teams for different reasons, but yeah, I am wearing the Bears hat and drinking out of the Titans cup today. Good catch there, Danny.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and your, Tennessee Titans, Jeff and I are from the Tennessee Titans, or from Tennessee. And the Titans originated in Texas as the Houston Oilers. So there was, if the Oilers had to leave Texas, it was fun to see them go to Jeff's and my home state. So that was pretty cool. So there's the ties there. And Danny, if you remember Brian Urlacher, was an absolute machine for the Bears. William is a huge fan of Brian Urlacher. So
lots of Charles Tillman, Lance Briggs, a whole lot of players on that mid to late 2000s Bears teams that I was a really big fan of.
Oh yeah, it's that, and that was really, He's just not sure about the Bears. Well, the Bears hat, like I said, is from Brian Urlacher days. But yeah, and really, I mean, Brian Urlacher was your main reason for liking the Bears. I mean, they were, enjoyed watching them. But hey, Brian Urlacher was just a machine. Oh my gosh. I mean, the man was so
I mean, that's why
talented.
he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. So
Yep. Yeah. No doubt.
he
About
played the
it,
game
for
the
sure.
right way, and conducted himself well off the field as well, and
Yeah.
had lots of great connections with the players of his era. Had a lot of respect among his peers.
Very philanthropic.
Yeah, that's
Did a
why.
lot of charity work. He was great. He was just a great guy. He was just an
Mhm.
all around really solid person, great person. So yeah. And Jeanette, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you being here. So let's see. Where am I, guys? And I'll hurry through these. So the Backlot Tour, it opened May the 1st, 1989. Well, it closed. Actually, it closed on this day in 2014. It had opened when the park opened, May 1st, 1989. And then 2019, the Walt Disney World Resort officially dedicates its newest transportation system, the Disney Skyliner. That happened in 2019, a gondola system that connects 2 theme parks and several hotels in the middle of the resort. And I love the Skyliner.
Yeah, big fan of Skyliner.
Yeah, I think the Skyliner just adds so much to the park. And really, I realize that sometimes it's not dependable when it's raining or whatever, but the monorail isn't either, guys. They'll shut down the monorail if it's really coming a flood or whatever. So but the Skyliner is such a pleasant ride to me. It gets you a lot of places. I'd love to see them expand the line. Would you?
Yeah, that would be neat.
Yeah, I'd love to see them expand that line. It's really
cool.
cool.
we enjoyed the Backlot Tour as well, Jane and Travels.
Yeah, the Backlot Tour was super. All the nostalgia, the hat and as the icon, the great movie ride. It was. I miss a lot of it. I know the parks have to evolve
the
and
Earful
change.
Tower and the big sorcerer's hat. I was a big fan of the big sorcerer's hat.
Yeah, I was
there
too.
in front of the Chinese Theater. Honestly. The Skyliner will be unavailable for a few days. Yeah, no doubt about that. They got to get those wind speeds back down before they can get moving. Hopefully there's no damage around the resorts either. I know that they do, an excellent job of, trying to hurricane proof things and batten down the hatches, and some things are just built to withstand the wind speeds as well. So
they are, and actually Disney is one of the safest places you can be in a hurricane in Florida. It really is. All the buildings are built, to withstand hurricane force winds, and normally by the time and we are really praying that it will dissipate this time, but normally by the time any kind of hurricane or tropical storm reaches Walt Disney World, it has dissipated. It's been downgraded a good bit. So, BDF Donna Will, do you like Flight of Passage in Pandora? Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's a lot of fun.
Flight of Passage is great. Yeah, we do. We do. Keith, did you enjoy it when you were there? What did you think about it? We love it. Let's see. Do you want to bring up the slideshow?
Yeah, let me do that.
William, and we'll get into this. We're going to talk a little bit, guys. I have a trip coming up. I'm getting really, really close, and so I'm making some plans. And yes, we are going to. Excuse me. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Really excited about that. So we'll see. With the hurricane coming. A lot of people have opted to cancel their vacations. Obviously, Disney is going to be closed. Is it tomorrow and Thursday or Thursday and Friday?
Tomorrow and Thursday. And Disney Springs will be closed tomorrow, and they're going to wait to decide on Thursday or not.
Yeah, see if
Last I heard, at least.
Yeah, to see if worrisome in this case. The track of Ian is looking more and more like it's going to pass right through early. It does. They keep adjusting it. Tina, I've got a slide showing the last 5-day tracking that I saw, and so Disney they're battening down the hatches, guys. Jeff with Diz Our Dream was there at in Epcot and also at Disney Springs tonight for a concert, and the performers, the concert who are doing the concert did only one set, and then they shoot everybody away and said it's just the one set tonight because we got to get ready. We've got to start battening down the hatches essentially in Disney Springs. So they'll do that. If you do get stuck at a Disney resort during a hurricane, you have food. You're in a safe place. They bring in characters. They even bring in characters to the resorts, and so it's really, it's not a bad place to be. It's about as safe as anywhere you're going to be if you're at Walt Disney World, any of the resorts during a hurricane. So they are giving, they're waiving cancellation fees and doing a lot of booking, rebooking right now. And I know that
I'd heard that they're also refunding some not so scary tickets as well.
Yes, they are. So they think during times like this, they really go as far as they can go to take care of guests when these things happen, and to give they do wonderful things. Yeah, all resorts are built to withstand Cat 5. So we just pray that it will dissipate before it makes landfall, that it's not going to be as forceful as they think. Now I understood that they evacuated Tampa, and because they thought it was going to make landfall, higher up, and then now they have amended the forecast, saying that it's unless the wind changes, which it obviously could, it's going to make landfall a little lower than Tampa. So it kind of put different parts of the state then on alert. And so many of you, several of our dear friends in the chat are ghost hosts, guys. Y'all batten down the hatches, be safe. I know Mikey and Dean, I know y'all are pros at this, and you know what to do. Just be safe. So and our prayers are with you that it will dissipate some. Let's see. You're in our prayers. And Stacy says she has a cousin in Tampa. Yeah. Did you hear from your cousin today? I heard that they were evacuating Tampa because it was at that time they thought it was going to come in, that it was going to make landfall in Tampa, but it's going to come right across Cuba and then hit the southwest side of Florida. So kind of southwest. But
all right, you ready to get in the slideshow?
Okay. Pardon?
I said, all right, you ready to get into the slideshow?
Yeah.
No. All right.
Yeah, let's get into that.
There's the thumbnail.
Yeah, I was just kind of start with the thumbnail as an intro. Sorry about that, man. So Disney closure announcements were made today ahead of Hurricane Ian. They are waiving cancellation and change fees for guests who already have a vacation booked. So all Disney parks will be closed September 28th. Now, this, guys, man, as most of you know, Disney does not close for just any reason. They don't. And so for them to close is, that they are really taking this thing seriously.
Yeah.
So all Disney parks will be closed September 28th and 29th. They have closed the campgrounds, Fort Wilderness. They have closed, several more outdoor, where you would be out in the weather, you'd be camping or whatever.
Yeah.
They've closed, obviously, the water parks, the mini golf courses, that kind of thing. And Disney Springs will be closed September 28th, possibly reopening on the 29th. So that's kind of a probably play it by ear thing. And then Florida International Airport, guys, MCO is going to be closed September 28th at least. So yeah, they're really taking this thing seriously.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They are.
Mike Wheeler, thanks for being here. Great to see you as always.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. So that's what's happening. I mean, this we hope that it doesn't, it's not going to be bad, but this is the 5-day track of Ian, and as you can see it, they think it's going to make landfall now. The number 3 there at the bottom in Sarasota instead of Tampa. So it goes, it goes up, there, straight up pretty much. So we're really hoping, and pretty close there to Orlando. So you could see the track that's the last time I looked to see what they were forecasting. But that's kind of what it's looking like. So by all means, I know everybody is, doing their best to, have groceries stocked up and, what have you. We have some friends who just moved to Florida, just bought a house. And so they're getting, welcome to Florida. They're getting their, a quick, I hate to say it, but a crash course in Florida living. So, but that's what it's looking like. And so everybody be safe. We hope that, it's not gonna, they're saying they're predicting it's gonna hit landfall as a Cat 3. And, goodness gracious, we hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
As you can see, as it goes up towards Orlando, it's downgraded. And most of the time it, once it hits landfall, it really takes the wind out of its sails. And so, hopefully this thing will, even slow down some before it makes landfall in Florida. But it's headed that way. So
have a good night, Keith. Thanks for being here.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Keith. We appreciate it. Thanks so much. And guys, we had some cruise news. Wow. Some big cruise news, for those of you who are looking to cruise, or, I've been watching for this announcement, quite frankly. Beginning October 14th, for the Wonder, the Dream, the Fantasy, and the Wish sailings, and November 7th for the Disney Magic, Disney will no longer require guests to be vaccinated at the time of sailing. Still highly recommended, but Disney is not requiring, as they have been up to now, for guests to be vaccinated. So guests age 5 and over who are unvaccinated will need to have proof of a negative COVID-19 test taken 1 to 2 days before the sail date. So, if you're that is big news, because up until now, in order to sail, Disney has required that vaccination. So that's a change there. I know, John and Nancy at Jane and Travels follow the cruises pretty quick, pretty closely. And so, oh, hey, Mark. Yes, yes, it is. Real-time cruise too. Yeah. Current cruisers just got handed an extra 2 days on the ship. That's true. Yeah. And that happens, because they, if they have to dock somewhere, or find a safe place away from the hurricane. So you get an extended cruise there, and the ships. The ships are always, they always have too much food. They always, generally have enough food. Sorry, guys, our contact lenses are bugging me. They generally have enough, food, for several days over what they need for the length of the cruise. So So, I mean, oh my goodness, to be stuck on a Disney cruise ship.
Yeah, if only. My goodness. Granted, the circumstances are, not great, but yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Amy, it's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, Amy. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, so that's big news, guys. That starts October 14th, which is a couple weeks away, basically. So, and then I know for the Magic, it'll start November 7th. So a little bit, little bit later for Magic sailings for the Disney Magic. But yeah, that's good. Make it a little more progress towards normalcy.
Yep.
You do, however, have to, if you're, for ages 5 and over, you do still have to produce a negative COVID test 1 to 2 days. It's been taken 1 to 2 days before you sail. But still,
I think part of that may, depending on the port as well, it may not be entirely Disney. I think there are some ports that kind of require that too. So,
probably so.
Yeah,
probably so. I'm thinking so. I have not, recently checked into a cruise. We haven't been, made up our minds that we want a cruise yet. And so I haven't really seriously checked into it. And so I'm not sure, John and Nancy at Jane and Travels probably are way up on that. But yeah, so check, be sure if you're looking to book one, that you go on the website and you can even call and they'll help you to know exactly what paperwork you need to cruise. Because if your paperwork is not in order, guys, they will not let you on that ship.
Yep.
So they will leave you at the dock. So just be sure that you have all the paperwork that you need, because they are not kidding. Everything has to be in order. So we have decided, guys, to go on to Disney. I fly in on Monday, so that should be, a few days after all this happens. We have decided to go. We talked it over and thought, okay, we're gonna, see how, if we get a little closer and, something happens with the weather or whatever. I'm not saying that we might still not be forced to cancel, but we're planning on going. So we've got, a lot. Disney. This will probably be my last Disney trip, first and last, actually, during the 50th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, William, you've been.
Went a couple of times. Yeah, went in September of last year, and then April of this year.
Yeah, so you have been a couple times. I have not been into the parks, since the 50th started. So I'm really looking forward to that. And really, for the 50th anniversary, the thing that I've got on my mind is those souvenirs. To get some merch. Whatever things that I want to keep special, merchandise from the 50th. I really want to concentrate on the merchandise, and I've got several things on my list. So, and the pictures, got to get those pictures, in front of the castle with the 50th, get a lot of pictures. I'm going to concentrate when I'm in the parks on pictures that have to do with the 50th, with the golden statues, the banners, that kind of thing. So we can capture those memories of the 50th. It only comes around once and it ends next year, the first of next year. So the other thing that I'm going to also, is the food. They have a lot of treats, cupcakes and things like that. So I've got a little list of things that I'm gonna check out. Next is Genie Plus. And this is how I feel about Genie Plus.
You should have dropped the one with Jafar in there instead.
All right, I really should. I really should have. I absolutely should have.
Jafar Genie.
Yeah. Because that's kind of how I think
Make
about
no
it.
mistake, we are pro Genie, the character from Aladdin.
Oh yes, yes. This
we are
says
very
Genie
much
Plus.
we are very much pro
Yeah,
Genie. Robin
absolutely.
Williams from
Yeah,
the Disney classic Aladdin.
definitely.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
y'all know that. Y'all know how much we love it. But Disney Genie Plus is just, well, you can see how I feel about Disney Genie Plus. Now,
yeah.
anybody, have y'all used it? I know, Mark, y'all probably used it. Hang on just a second.
So yeah, we used it on back our trip, begrudgingly. But whenever you don't get to go to the parks as frequently and you want to cover as much ground as possible, and you have little ones that aren't necessarily the biggest fans of having to wait in line,
Oh yeah.
and you end up paying the piper. So anyway, so yeah, I may kick some money y'all's way to make sure that you get the Genie on your Epcot day, because I want you and Dad to make sure that you and Dad get onto Guardians, of course.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
But
Oh yeah, we totally have to do that. And guys, we're gonna have some friends with us on our Epcot day. So
yeah,
and some friends, some friends who have ridden, and some friends who haven't ridden. So that's going to be a really exciting day for us. We absolutely want to ride Guardians. So we'll have to see.
And you only got one shot at it on this trip. How many? Tell everybody how many park days that you got lined up.
Park days. I have 5 park days lined up. I have 5 park days plus Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Oh, on a non-park day.
Let's see. Mark says, did something change? Did Genie Plus won't get you on Guardians? Okay. So is it individual lightning lane only then? Mark, remind me.
Can you do individual lightning lane, Mark?
I think so.
I think you can.
It's open since I went, so I can't.
Yeah, I think you can.
I thought it was individual lightning lane and then also virtual queue as well. So anyway, let's see here. Amy says, I've not used Genie Plus for Walt Disney World, but used individual lightning lane. Used Genie Plus at Disneyland, but it seemed to be easier to use there. Yes, for Guardians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, individual lightning lane and queue. Okay. So yeah, maybe I don't have to get you individual lightning, or I won't have to get you Genie Plus. I'll just get you the individual lightning lane for Guardians.
Right. Well, we want to ride it.
We want to make sure y'all get on that. Especially, it opened since we've been there last. I'm looking forward to riding it at some point. Of course, by the time that I go next, it'll probably be, Tron will have opened at that point. So I've got both those to look forward to.
Yeah, we're hoping. Can we do both, Mark? We could, if we get into the virtual queue. I'll have to holler at you. I might give you a holler. Give you a call on that.
Yeah. And if you have good tips for Mark and Irene, anyone else for being able to do both for Guardians, make sure to send a direct message to Mom. The Hitchhiking Bones on Instagram. If you have good tips on getting a virtual queue group and the individual lightning lane as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's I've looked on the Walt Disney World app, and I think it's going to be similar to when we had to do the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. So but I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous that you're not going to be there, William, because you're better at hitting those buttons than I am.
Yeah.
So You can do, okay. So we could conceivably ride it twice. That would be, we even did it 3 times one day with deluxe resort stay.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mark. I
Thanks for the
appreciate
tips,
it.
Mark. Much
Yeah, I
appreciated.
do. Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of parks and needing Genie Plus, I mean, honestly, it's got the most use in my mind at
Magic
Magic
Kingdom.
Kingdom. Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think, and this is just me, I don't feel like you needed Animal Kingdom, and I don't feel like you necessarily need it at Epcot either. Now, can you get it there and,
Sure.
and be able to get onto things that you'd like to do? Absolutely. But I don't feel like it's really super necessary for either one of those. I just enjoyed Hollywood Studios and a lot of the rides there. So, I would say, I'd be willing to use it there. Of course, and again, I've used it at all the parks. But I just didn't feel like the value was necessarily there for Epcot or Animal Kingdom, quite frankly. Were we able to do certain things? Yeah, we were able to do, do certain things. But anyway, we made use of it. Make no mistake, we made use of Genie Plus the days that we bought it and the parks that we bought it for. But yeah, they're Epcot and Animal Kingdom. I don't didn't seem to be as cost effective there, and especially not as much as Magic Kingdom for sure. No doubt about that.
Yeah. So Mark says basically load the app at 6:50 a.m. and build your virtual queue group. Then, yes, and there will be, we'll definitely need to do that so we can get our whole queue group in there. And then right away at 6:59:59, hit refresh and click through quickly. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what William's good at. It's all those video games since he was little bitty.
Finally paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. Who'd have thought, right?
Yeah.
So okay, that's pretty much what you had to do for Rise of Resistance. So I am so excited about writing Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah,
I really am excited about that. Yeah, the waiting is hard, and that's Tina. That's why William and Jillian went ahead and got the Disney Genie Plus for having a little, so we could do a little bit more, and it wouldn't be so hard on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we head over to individualizing booking. Obviously, the day before, make sure your credit card is in the app and ready to go. Yeah. Okay. Make a fake dining res for down the road to test it. Boy, y'all have got this down, Mark. Pros. And then individual lightning lane has
been going much slower.
Okay.
So
okay.
Maybe it'll be a little less competitive, at least on that one.
Yeah.
So hopefully I want to get both. That would be awesome.
That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with the friends that are going to be with us.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to it. Y'all know who you are, and so we're looking forward to. It's going to be great. And again, my husband, guys, Jeff has not been into the parks in a long time. Are we thinking 2018 when we went for Adam's graduation?
Yeah, probably so.
Mm-hmm. So it's been a little while.
April
so there are
or May of that year. Yeah.
Yeah. So so he has not. He's not done Toy Story Land. He's not done. He's not done Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. He's not done Batu East. So we're looking forward to. A Ratatouille. See, we haven't ridden Ratatouille. Yep. So good. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be just a lot of fun and some, meetups with friends, prepare, ready, already scheduled. And so we're looking forward to it. Yeah. Right. Right. So that's what we'll do.
There you
Mark, definitely. And let's hope that y'all, cross your fingers for good, strong internet connection and fast fingers
go.
for that. But yeah, we're going to try to stay away from Genie Plus. We're going to try to. Never say never, but
Yeah.
we're going to try to stay away from Genie Plus and go without it and see how we do. I am going to Magic Kingdom. So we'll see
Yeah.
if I can stick to that. So Mickey's
Good tips
not so
there too.
scary.
Also, Mom, making
Do what?
sure that you're friended up with the people that you're planning to ride the ride with.
Yes, definitely. We're gonna do that. We tried to do it already, and it didn't work. We followed the instructions, and it didn't work.
That's very
We
strange.
were going to take care of it, and I thought, well, we might try it again before. Now we can do it. Once we're all together, it won't take long. To do it once we're all together and what have you. But it'd be one less thing to have to think about.
Yeah.
Is to what we're talking about, guys, is linking our group on the Walt Disney World app, so that when you go in to get that you have to go into the Walt Disney World app, because Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is such a new attraction. You have to get into a virtual queue. And so in order to join that virtual queue, you have to use the Walt Disney World app. And when you click, you have to have all of your tickets linked. Like when I go in, I'll be able to see myself and Jeff and our two friends, so that when we're clicking through, I can choose them as part of our virtual queue group. So I hope that's clear as mud, but that's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Genie minus. Well, yeah, more appropriately, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of what we're thinking. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. This is a picture that I took, guys, in 2019 when I went to Mickey's Not So Scary in 2019 for the first time, and I'm really glad that I did. It has changed some. The Boo to You parade has changed some. We do have a video that I posted not too long ago from that party, and it has some scenes from the Boo to You parade in it that are not in it this year. So there are some floats that are not in there this year. So it's changed up a little bit, and I am really excited to go. I hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
When we go. I really hope that it doesn't rain. And while I'm there at the party, they have some party exclusive treats. They have party exclusive merch. And Tina suggested to me on Kelly's stream. I was on Kelly's live stream this past Sunday, and Tina suggested that instead of going to the Emporium to get that party exclusive merch, that I go to the Big Top in Fantasyland to get it, because they have it there and the crowds are not. There are not as many people in there. So I really appreciate that suggestion, Tina. I won't forget to do that. And then, so I'm going to concentrate on the treats that I can only get at the party.
Yeah.
And do those, because my other regular park day there, I can get some of the other Halloween treats that I want. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward. Excuse me. Sorry, guys, I'm battling some sinus issues. Excuse me, but I'm really excited about that. One thing you've heard, not sure it's true, can load your party after you have your spot. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't take a chance on it, Tina.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take a chance on it. Now, I know that did not work with Rise of Resistance. Now, if you have a problem, you can always approach a cast member, and sometimes they can straighten it out for you. But yeah, we want to be sure that we have our whole party and that we're ready to go on that, because we really, really want to ride it, and we want to get, position ourselves optimally for, to get it. So, but do you guys have any, especially, Mikey, do you have any suggestions, by all means, for Mickey's Not So Scary? You and Russ were there recently, and, any of you who, have been there. I'm working out what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the park brochure that they give you with everything that you can do and the show times and where all the treat stations are and all of that. Thank you, Stacy. Thanks so much for dropping that link to our. That's the link to our Booty You Parade video up on the channel. But that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to map out. Going through the park so I can maximize my time. I don't want to be, going back and forth across the park and wasting, walking time. So I'm going to try to chart a course and, decide, where I want to do my trick-or-treating and when I want to ride, rides and which parade I want to go to, and try to really maximize my time.
Mm-hmm.
The party starts at 7 p.m. officially, and day guests who are there in the park have to start emptying out. So when you go in for the party, they give you a wristband. They will let you in as early as 4 o'clock, as 4 p.m. for the party. And so 4 p.m. to midnight says, oh, that's tons of time. Guys, there is so much going on that you can really run out of time. You have to really weigh, for example, the character meet and greets. I love the character meet and greets, but you can spend a lot of time, waiting in line for those meet and greets. They have Stitch dressed up as Elvis. Oh my gosh. That would be so cool to have. They also have Jack and Sally. There's no other time to get Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'll really have to weigh that, to see. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, we were just able to do Jafar, back in 2016,
Right.
and that was all we were able to get to, and yeah, I mean, you just have to decide what's a priority for you.
Right.
Is it getting to ride, a ride with a shortened line, or a ride that has a special overlay, or the live pirates and you just got to decide, where you want to spend your time. Well, if you do want to do, character meet and greets, prioritize the character that you want to, characters you want to meet the most. And,
right.
Just try to take care of that sooner rather than later.
Right. Or I have also been told at the very end of the night, after a lot of people will leave early, guys, even though they've paid all that money, they'll leave a couple hours before the party is over. So I'll probably keep an eye out. I would really, if I had my choice, guys, I would get Jack and Sally, because I mean, you can do, you can't see Stitch in the Elvis, in his Elvis costume a lot, but you can't get Stitch. Jack and Sally are not in the parks any other time. So I would probably, if I do that, if I see, I'm not going to have to wait very long for that, I would love to get Jack and Sally. That would be a great one to have, because I don't have that. So yes, you can get in at 4 p.m. and for 5, 6, 7, that's 3 extra hours. So I'm looking forward to that. I love, they have the Villain Spectacular show. They have the special Halloween fireworks. It's just phenomenal. You can wear costumes. The costumes, guys, people go all out for the costumes that they wear. To Mickey's Not So Scary. Plus, you can drag garbage bags full of candy out of that place if you
Yeah.
if you want to. Spoiler alert: Disney does not run out of candy, so it's they try to be sure that they don't that they don't run out of candy. So I just filled my treat bag about half full the last time I was there.
Yeah.
I didn't just overindulge. But anyway, it's cool. Last time saw Jack and Sally was the Tower of Terror 10 miler. Okay. Oh, that's interesting that they had them out. Mark, that's cool. I didn't realize Jack and Sally were out for Run Disney events. That's neat. But anyway, so I want to see all of the shows. Obviously, want to do Boo to You once, and then try to strategize so that I can get a lot done. I know that the treat locations that are most concentrated are in Tomorrowland, so I'm probably gonna do my trick or treating will probably be right there in in Tomorrowland.
You got to get your magic shots as well.
Yes, definitely. So a lot to do. I'm gonna kind of work up a strategy to try to save time. But we're looking forward to it. Jeff's never been. It'll be we'll be there together. So I think he'll love it. I truly do.
Yeah.
Pivoting a little bit, guys. Just to to some get your candy late in the party. They give out big hands full. They do. They will. I mean, like they'll do it like this. They'll do like a double. Handful of it to just get rid of it. And it's good stuff too. It's the good stuff, guys. It's we're talking chocolate. It's not. Yeah, they don't go cheap on you.
Yeah.
In the chat, this started Andor Star Wars Andor. It's a special series. Who watched it? William, have you had time to watch it?
I've not watched it yet. As stated previously, been quite busy lately. So yes, I've not watched this show yet.
And they dropped now this premiered last Wednesday, and they dropped 3 episodes. So if you've watched this, put in the chat if you've watched all 3, or what you think about it. What you think about it so far. Another episode will drop at 2 a.m. I think.
Have you watched it,
Central, Mom? 2 a.m. Central Time. I have watched it. I watched.
What are your
no
thoughts?
Spoilers. No spoilers.
Without spoilers.
No spoilers. Don't put any spoilers in. But I did watch it. It got started a little strangely. I thought I was a little thrown off by how it started, and I think you will be too, William. But by the 3rd episode, I was really impressed with it. Of course, from MCU fame, Stellan Skarsgård is in this. He always does a great job. He's a wonderful actor, and he is in it. And he shows up at the 3rd episode, and I think it's going to be good. I really do. And Cassian Andor, of course, is from Rogue One, and excuse me, he is played by Diego Luna, who he's reprising his role from Rogue One. And if you guys are familiar with that, that was one of my very favorite Star Wars movies. Have you watched Rogue One, William? Have you watched Rogue One?
Yes, I have.
William? Yeah. So, so he's reprising his role. So Rogue One occurs just before A New Hope, and basically it tells the story of how the plans for the Death Star got into Princess Leia's hands, at the beginning of A New Hope. And it's to me, Rogue One is like vintage Star Wars. It could have been made by George Lucas. It's to me, it's that good. And I really feel like the directors of the prequel really could have taken a page from from Rogue One's director, and they would have done a little better job with those prequels. That's my opinion. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Mark, it's a deep cut Star Wars piece. It's excellent. So, but have any of you watched it? Let's see. Stacy, surely you've watched and they did drop three episodes. So, it's a good, sit down with some popcorn and watch it. I'm anxious to see what you think. William, I know you're getting yourself coming back right now, but I'm really, anxious to see what you think about it. It was a little off-putting. The first episode was a little off-putting, and I wasn't, I think, okay, and I just hung in there with it.
Yeah.
And by the third episode, it really kind of gets going. They spend a couple of episodes kind of setting the scene, and that's fine. But I think it's going to be good, y'all.
Do you know the full episode count for the show?
Several. Stacy, do you know off the top of your head the full episode count? It's more than 6. I can tell you that. It's it's more than what we got for Obi-Wan Kenobi. The prequels or the sequels.
Is referring to the newer trilogy. The newer trilogy with Rey and Kylo Ren and all those characters.
Because they came out in opposite order, Stacy. I always have to think about it. So it's gonna be the sequels, the ones that came after that have kind of took some heat.
Stacy says we're getting 12 episodes of
okay, so that's double what we got with Obi-Wan. So anyway, so watch it if you haven't, and you can go to the next slide, hun. I just wanted to remind everybody that Hocus Pocus 2 drops Friday.
There we go. I hope it's good. Exciting. I hope they don't try to do too much. I hope it's at least falls into the same vein of, the first one, to where it's, it's just kind of fun, easy watching, easy viewing for fun, easy viewing for the Halloween season.
Well, I hope they keep kind of the same feel of the first one. I think it seems like from the trailers that I've seen that they do. But y'all, one of the best parts of Hocus Pocus 2 is when Bette Midler sings on stage. And surely, that she has to sing again. I mean, absolutely has to. I Put a Spell on You. When she sings that on stage, it's fantastic. She is way too talented to not let her sing. So I'm sure they'll do it. I'm sure they will. And I look forward to seeing that. I'm just excited to see these actresses together again and see what they do with this second one. Bette Midler has said numerous times that of all the movies that she has ever done, the Hocus Pocus was her favorite. So it's going to be neat to see it. It really is. It does. It looks good. It looks good from the trailers and what have you. So anyway, look forward to that coming out quickly. And I'm sure it will be an instant Halloween classic right behind Hocus Pocus. Yeah. And okay, this one, shout out to Stacey Rogers. William, I don't know if you saw what Stacey sent to us
No.
on Instagram. But today was they kind of hinted at a Deadpool movie for the MCU. We kind of thought, excuse me, we kind of thought that maybe they were coming with a Deadpool movie. And today, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman announced that Deadpool 3 is coming. The date that they've put out is September 6th of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
But Ryan Reynolds posted a hilarious video and on social media just a few hours ago, actually, to let everybody know that Deadpool would be joining the MCU.
Yeah, I did see the announcement video.
Really funny. Yeah, really funny. So that's. I just wanted to mention that to you. They are doing
the logo looks pretty sweet too.
It does.
That's a part of the official trailer. This is not the logo. So the logo is the Deadpool logo with the Wolverine slash through it for 3, and so it looks really cool.
It does, and how fun! Everybody's excited about that.
The announcement video is so funny because Ryan Reynolds is basically saying,
great.
I was looking for inspiration, I could find none, and you see Hugh Jackman walk past in the background. He says, "Hey, hey Hugh, do you want to be Wolverine for another Marvel movie?" He said, "Sure thing." No, something along the lines. "Sure thing, Ryan. No big deal."
And then he just keeps going. He walks.
He just keeps walking away. He walks upstairs, and and then the caption for the video says, it's I will always love you, except it says I will always love Hugh, and then the screen says coming Hune instead of coming soon. And so anyway,
really cute.
I mean,
really
Ryan Reynolds has been poking at Hugh Jackman for a very long time to reprise his role as Wolverine for the Deadpool movies. And so anyway, it's it'll be interesting. I did not think after the movie Logan, which is not family friendly, by the way, just for anyone that may look that movie up, not even remotely family friendly. But the movie Logan with Wolverine in it, I did not see him coming back to do another, reprising the role after that movie. And so anyway, for him to come back out to do Deadpool 3. And the thing is, again, Ryan Reynolds has been poking Wolverine for a very long time, poking Hugh Jackman for a very long time to do a movie with him. And
he's so good at it. He's so good in that role. And gosh, don't we all love Hugh Jackman, guys? I mean, who doesn't want to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again?
Yeah.
So, I love Stacey. When you say, Stacey put that in, she sent us a direct message, and then I didn't immediately answer. So she sent me a text and said, "Hey, you got to go watch this. It just dropped."
Yeah.
And so I went over, and watched it. I thought, oh my gosh, because it was so good. It was just so cute. Guys, look that up. Look it up. The announcement.
The announcement video is very funny. Yeah.
Dropped it earlier. Yeah.
The Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 also not family friendly either. Incredibly, incredibly offensive. And
in fact, just for transparency here, I have not seen those two movies.
Yeah. The only reason I've seen them is because I watched them with my brother-in-law after much poking. I finally caved on it and watched it with him, and they're very funny, but they're definitely, in terms of being vulgar, and having some things that are,
so be warned, guys, on this one. And you warned me off, and I took your advice and didn't even try it. So just be aware. The announcement.
It's kind of funny.
Watch the announcement video.
Watch the announcement video. It's pretty funny. We'll see. That's the thing. part of the, ever since Marvel, got the rights from Fox, acquired Fox, and there had been discussions about there being another Deadpool movie. It's many of the Deadpool fans, who like that, kind of humor, that, very, vulgar,
Right.
uh,
Crass. Yeah.
crass, humor.
Yeah.
Their concern was that, Deadpool was going to get Disney-fied, if you will, that they were going to make Deadpool more family friendly. And
Yeah.
so, from what I've heard, they're fully committed to, it being R-rated, to, keep along the same veins as the first two movies. And so, yeah.
Well, and Deadpool,
they don't,
Deadpool
they
was
don't,
edgier in the comics, was he not? I mean,
yeah.
the
For
character
sure.
was much edgier in the
Yeah.
comics. So,
Yeah, no doubt.
what they did with him,
Yeah.
was kind of pretty much stayed true,
Yeah.
to the character in the comic books. And again, full disclosure, I haven't watched the first two. William warned me off of them, but I really hate it because I love Ryan Reynolds. I love Hugh Jackman. So we'll see what they do with this. And keeping in mind, guys, that Disney, Disney is kind of going that direction. They're putting some things on Disney Plus that is really kind of shocking parents, and adding some stuff there that parents don't necessarily expect on on a Disney streaming service, but they're doing it. So just be aware of that. And I wish I could have found the logo, but I didn't. So I just kind of made one. So that's some big news for MCU fans. And this is just something, guys, totally not Disney related, but being a child of the 80s, this kind of excites me. This is just fun. And I know that a lot of you collect Disney figures in the Happy Meals and what have you. And again, not Disney related, but beginning October the 3rd, Happy Meal food will be served in a specially designed box that should trigger memories of Happy Meals from the old days. The toys are going to be retakes on McDonald's mascots. Remember, when we were
Grimace,
younger,
the
they had
Hamburglar.
Grimace, yes, and Birdie. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that's going to be fun. I mean, that's going to be really nostalgic. I think it's smart of McDonald's to take advantage of and design this. Oh, hey. Aw, it's Miko, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Charles is curled up right beside me. He's asleep, or I would pick him up. I
was wondering why each of these figurines have 4 eyes.
I don't know. And the thing about it is, all of the pictures that I found look exactly the same.
That's very strange.
So I don't know. They do not. Yeah, they did not have 4 eyes to start with. I don't know what the deal is there, but anyway, it's Grimace and Hamburglar and Birdie, and then the other little character there. So Mark, right? Oh my gosh, children of the 80s unite. Well, they're not supposed to have 4 eyes, Tracy. Stacy. Oh my gosh. I can't even talk, y'all. Yeah, they're not supposed to have 4 eyes. Yeah. Stacy. They're not. They're not. You know what they look like. Come on, you do. You're not that far behind me, girlfriend. But anyway, that's just some stuff we wanted to share with you guys. And if you have, if y'all have suggestions, that I may not know of. I mean, we consider ourselves Disney pros. Obviously, we go into the parks a lot. We, keep up with this stuff every day. But, by all means, if you have tips for Mickey's Not So Scary, or things that, must tries. I know, Mark and Irene, y'all have been into the parks a good bit since I have been. So if y'all have suggestions, by all means, shoot me a direct message on
Yeah.
Instagram or email me at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com and let me know. I would certainly appreciate that. So, I'm getting really excited, and you'll see our countdown go up on Instagram, and be sure to check out our Instagram.
Yeah.
We do have Instagram and Twitter as
Yeah.
well. So, let's see. William, do you want to do Hitchhiker Highlight tonight?
Yeah. So the Hitchhiker Highlight, again, we talked about Cassian Andor, the Andor series that's currently on Disney Plus. They released the first 3 episodes last week, and then a new episode should be coming tomorrow. But Rogue One is our highlight, Hitchhiker Highlight of the week. It's a Star Wars movie from 2016, rated PG-13, 2-hour runtime. You've got the main characters are Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso, Diego Luna as Cassian Andor, as Alan. I always forget how to say his last name. Is it Tudyk? As K2SO. Lots of great characters in this movie. Honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed Rogue One the first time I watched it, but the problem I had was remembering each of the different characters' names for whatever reason. I was like, I really liked, there's several characters in this movie that I like, but I just remember watching it for the first time coming out of the movie and being like, okay, what was their name again? So that was my only catch.
Right.
So a rebellion built on hope. Director was Gareth Edwards. One of the other quotes from the movie is, "I'm one with the Force, and the Force is one with me."
Absolutely.
But anyway, really, really neat movie. And make sure you hang around. Toward the end. I don't want to spoil it. And which at this point, we're 6 years removed from this movie having come out, but there's a really, really cool scene at the end of the movie.
Fantastic. Wait for it.
So
absolutely.
Let's see here. Some other Disney news. Disney has posted a full list of food booth offerings. Have a good night, Dean. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and stay safe as well. But Disney has posted
checking in with you, buddy. Keep me posted.
Full list of food booth offerings during the Festival of the Holidays. So we may cover that next week. That festival begins November 18th. From Kim Possible to Agent P's and now DuckTales, the World Showcase adventure lives on. A new DuckTales adventure will replace Agent P. And
that's exciting.
See, I thought that they were already doing DuckTales and then maybe had stopped doing it, or maybe they just announced that they were doing it and they're
maybe that's the deal.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Has anybody done that? I don't know if you guys have. That's so much fun though. I would do that in Epcot. I mean, if I was like an annual pass holder, I would definitely do that at least once. Go around. It's an interactive game, guys, and it's themed. This particular one, Adam and William did it when it was Phineas and Ferb themed. I
even did it back whenever it was Kim Possible.
That's right, you did. Yeah, you did do it when it was Kim Possible. So it was. So it's a lot of fun. It's an interactive game. And you move through Epcot. You're saving the world.
Yeah, it's a neat way to take you through some of the different sections of the World Showcase, and to kind of get you back into areas of those sections that you may not have been to previously. So
right.
Or just helping you find some of the more some of the details of some of these different countries. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see, channel news. There's a new vlog from a couple weeks ago now. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2019. Go check that out. There's good Boo to You parade footage. And there's some of the floats and rides, or some of the sections of the parade are a little bit different.
Right.
from 2019 to this year. So check that out. And people have already posted a link to that. So check that out after the stream if you haven't already. Also check out our new Halloween playlist. There's a collection of all our Halloween vlogs and live streams. So check that out when you have a chance. Mom is working on planning live streams for our upcoming, their mom and dad's upcoming trip. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you know when mom will be going live. Subscribing is completely free. It helps us get closer to 1,000 subs. Also, we'll be celebrating 3 years on YouTube, which is crazy to me. Saturday, October 8th. So coming up very, very soon.
And I will do some kind of a live stream that day, guys. So I will not be. That's a non-park day, but I will definitely.
That's a Saturday, right? I believe.
And live stream.
Let's see here. A really quick show and tell. This is part of Wyatt's Halloween costume this year. It's Mjolnir. Oh
wow! I didn't know it lit up. Wow, cool.
This is pretty legit. And so it lights up. It's pretty cool.
That is so cool.
It randomly, if you hit it, I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear it.
So it vibrates from time to time. And check this out too. I'm going to try to do this without knocking everything down off, knocking the phone over. But all right, let's see if it'll get it to do it.
Oh, so wow!
Did you hear the hear the swinging noise?
Oh no, I didn't hear the swinging noise. That's cool.
All right, let me try not to smack everything. All right, hold on.
This could be dangerous, y'all. Oh yes, yes.
So when you swing it, it makes the noise as if he's swinging it to fly with. So anyway, super cool. And fairly reasonably priced for being such a cool Mjolnir toy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that
part
is
of why
Jonathan said it works better than his Lego one.
Yeah. So part of why it's Halloween costume this year.
Cool. That is neat.
Super cool. So anyway, I just wanted to show. I mean, I thought it was really neat because neat. Even moving this part makes the swinging noise like you're swinging it. And what's so funny was why I got into costume with it today. And I don't know, he's seen Thor in an Avengers Golden Book, and he's seen Thor in the Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel crossover, the Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel crossover episode. But outside of that, he hasn't really seen Thor all that often. But it was really funny, like outside of the Golden Book and seeing Thor in that Phineas and Ferb episode, and he just instinctively knew to like hold the hammer up, to summon the lightning. And I was like, that is like, how did he know to do that?
Yeah, how did he pick?
And so anyway, it was really, really neat. And this
I will have to say, my grandson is a prodigy. Sharp kid.
Not at all biased, but yeah, whenever he did that, I was like, how did he know? Like, it was really, really cool. But I thought that was neat. He looks awesome in his costume. He tried it on today, and he looks awesome in it. So
too cute. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
And you got that on sale too on Shop Disney, right?
So I think on sale that hammer's only like $11.
Yeah. So Jillian not only got his costume from Shop Disney, but got it got it discounted as well. So
that's fantastic. Yeah, he is so smart.
But it was really cute, and he loved it. He wanted to put his costume back on later in the day. But anyway.
Well, let him wear it as much as he will, play a dress up, get some wear out of it other than just Halloween. But that's so cool that he. I would never have, if I was guessing what Wyatt would have picked for his Halloween costume, I wouldn't have guessed Thor.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean we walked through.
It's Tor.
Yeah, it's Tor. Also, not
Right.
Thor. It's Tor.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, yeah, I mean we walked through a bunch of different options on the app and even even Amazon looked some stuff up on there too. But yeah, that's what he decided to go with.
Yeah.
When like Jillian said, Mike Wazowski was another option. And so there were other options, but he wanted Thor, and he does look really cool in it. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, I'm excited too. I'm excited about that. That'll be really cool. So yeah, guys, we're looking forward to it. We are officially, just for the record, we are 34 days from Halloween. So
yeah, by the time the next week's stream rolls around, and which park will you have done that day? Whenever next week's stream roll around.
Tuesday. Let's see. Next Tuesday, I will be in. I'll be in Hollywood Studios.
There you go. Yeah.
So
and then
I'll be in,
then you have Magic Kingdom the next day, right?
And then I have Magic Kingdom the next day. Yeah. And then
the following,
like on the 11th, it's interesting. It just worked out this way because Jeff's going to be here by then. I'll also be in Hollywood Studios the following Tuesday. So we may have two Hitchhiker chats from Hollywood Studios, but we'll figure out what we're going to do on that, guys. And again, y'all, by all means, stay safe. We know that the hurricane is coming, and we know. Our friends in Florida, we love you guys, and we know that most of your, are Disney pros and your hurricane pros, and you know how to prep and what to buy and what have you. But stay safe. We never know what these things are going to do. All it takes is a shift in the wind to change the look of it. So by all means, y'all monitor that and let us know. Let us know. How you're doing. Stay in contact with us. Let us know that you're okay, and stay safe. And God bless. We pray that it will dissipate before it makes landfall. So
other news, channel related. Check out our partner channel, Monarch Moments. They go live Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Check them out. They have Fun Fruit Fridays. Always a lot of fun. They've been to Disneyland. A few times recently, so check out those live streams if you haven't already.
Definitely,
Let's see here, theliveplace.com. Check that out. Thanks, a big shout out to Dean for maintaining that website. Dreamers Empire and the Live Place. Check out both those YouTube channels as well. Let's see, TubeBuddy. If you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's a great tool. Tracks viewing trends, suggested keywords for titles and tags, channel data that helps you grow your channel. There's a basic version, and then there's a paid version. If you have under 1,000 subs, there's a discounted paid version as well. So use our link below. We both get a free month. It's a win-win. And speaking of win-wins, check out Stickermule. We use Stickermule. We've gotten buttons, we've gotten stickers, we've gotten magnets, we've gotten pins.
All kinds of stuff.
So if you're looking for anything like that, check out Stickermule. It's good quality, low cost promotional items. You can use our link below. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. So again, it's a win-win. Thanks everybody for being here. If you haven't already, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or you can email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. Send us a direct message on Instagram. It's probably the fastest way to get in touch with us. But thanks everybody for being here. If you're in ghost mode, just kind of watching in the background, or you're watching on the replay, shout out to Team Replay as well. Thanks to Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members, Mandy Adams, BDF, Francisco, Cameron, Akinjobi, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Stacy Rogers, Jonathan Chong, Dan the Turkey Lecture, Tina DCS, Najuma Brown, AJC Magic TV, Griswold Family Vacay, J&N Travels, Sebastian and the Crab, Mike Wheeler, Wonderful World of Walter's dad, Mark. Thanks to everybody for being here. And if I miss you, I apologize. I do the best I can to watch the chat and also, look at our notes and share the screen and all sorts of stuff going on during the stream. So I do the best I can. And if I miss you, I apologize. And let me know so I can thank you properly for being here. But let's see here. I think that's all I've got. Anything else you wanted to say to close out the stream, Mom?
I can't think of anything else, guys. We appreciate you being here. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'm going to be planning some live streams and getting those thumbnails up so you'll know when I'm going to go live from Disney. And my countdown is 5 days. So really looking forward to it, getting excited about it, and, hoping that all goes well and we have, no damage, hurricane dissipates and what have you, but we're going to try it. We're going to go. So appreciate you guys, all of our ghost host moderators. We couldn't do this without you guys. We love you.
Yes, thank you.
And so everybody stay safe. And thanks to Lisa, Keith, and Joey for being captains of our team replay. We appreciate y'all. So I think that's it.
All right. Yeah. Everybody stay safe, stay dry, stay in touch. So we know you're doing well. But yeah, hope everybody has a great week. Those in Florida, stay safe. And those in the surrounding areas, do the best you can to stay dry as well. Hopefully there will not be too much damage, that everybody can proceed with their regular lives once the hurricane has made its way through. But again, thanks everybody for being here. More Disney news. Looking forward to Mom and Dad getting into the parks with friends, and so I know y'all are gonna have a great time. Just hope everybody has a great week. Anything else you want to say, Mom, before we hop out of here?
No, I think we're gonna be busy this coming week, and we'll be watching the hurricane. It's never can tell what those things are going to do. So it could be it could completely dissipate and just be downgraded to a tropical storm before it even makes landfall. So we're hoping that's what it does. And I can't think of anything else. It seems like there was something else, but I'll probably think of it after we sign off. So
there's always next week. The beauty of having a weekly show. And always catch whatever we missed the following week. So anyway, hope everybody has a great week. Yeah. Take care. Absolutely. And remember, there's always at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please hurry back. Bye, everybody. Have a great week, y'all.
Be safe.